Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Niggas would do anything for content. That is just terrible. Sad. Mm, 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 mm. I go away for a week. I go away for a week, and this is what I get. And niggas just do anything for content, you know. Y'all are losing. There ain't no creative thought, no nothing. Just losing. And I understand it. I understand it. I understand how you feel. But this is some loser ass shit. You mean to tell me you can't come up with better content than Umar content? You can't come up with better content than, you know, women need to women need to I don't know, be submit that shit is played out, dude. And now you got some Kevin Samuels, nigga. I'll get to the content tomorrow. Trust me. I will get to all that shit tomorrow. But it's just quite disturbing. And I just had to come up with something like literally right now. I was bored, I ain't got nothing else to do. Woke up to a I could care less what Lennon puts out there. I could care less. He's gonna get sued. I'm not worried about all that. I mean, every and everything is gonna be up to Umar at this point. But the overall concept of you not getting the attention that you claim to be deserved, or you just need to make more money, that shit is played out. Although it works to his detriment, which I'm not worried. I could care less. I could care less what Lennon now it does at this point in time. I could care two unadulterated fucks of what Lennon does. I could care less. The one thing I do care about is what Umar does at this point, because at this point it's starting to get a little bit crazy. It's starting to get a hell of a lot crazy because what Umar could have done was sue this dude a long time ago, like I asked him to. But it's kind of too late at this point. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if he lifts his hand. But at this point, the worst thing you can do is just shut his page down. But I'm not worried about all that. I'm just worried about all the other goofy content that comes into play. Shouts out to public offender. I will get to all that. I will get to all that tomorrow. I just go away for a week because I know the internet's gonna go crazy because there's nothing else to talk about other than the economy. No one wants to talk about the economy. Nobody wants to talk about we're in a recession right now. Nobody wants to talk that possibly might be a government shutdown. Nobody wants to talk about that shit. It's just black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. Black hoes, Umar. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. Y'all have ran out of content. And this is sad, and this is the reason I might just turn politic. I hate politics. But the rate y'all got this going, I might as well just go with politics at this point. And I'm not even a politician. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous on all levels. So again, it goes in order. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. And it's kind of crazy, because all that goes can go into Umar's little basket. Because everybody he meets wants to come out with their own stories now, which is kind of on him. I'm gonna get to the point. It's like, dude, you need to quit fucking around. You need to quit fucking around with this shit. He really does. Really do. I will support. I will support the mission. But as for the man himself, you knew coming in that fucking around with women while on this journey was going to be a problem. As soon as I heard that stupid ass lady say that she was going to bring in another female to his mama house, I go, this is bad. This is bad. Good thing he let her go. And good thing he's going to sue for HIPAA and defamation of character and all this other stuff, which he should have done a long time ago. You made it even worse, to be perfectly honest with you. And Umar, no disrespect, but you made it worse for yourself, bro. And the only thing you could do at this point is just do what you said you was going to do. People been calling you. I've been called. Well, you're not going to pick up the phone. People been texting you. I've been texting you. A lot of people been texting you. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. She's going to sue you. This person's going to sue you. Stop doing it. Just stop doing it. Finish the mission like you said you was going to do. And if you need help, we'll help. But this needs to stop. And for the record, people volunteer. If you are a volunteer, you shouldn't be talking. The only reason why you in your feelings right now, and by the way, fuck Tasha K. You can tell her I said that. Tasha K don't need to be talking. Tasha K just need to go ahead and find that $4 million that she owes Cardi B. I don't take Tasha K serious. No one should take Tasha K serious because she owes Cardi B $4 million. Anyway, which the bitch don't have. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So these are your only contents. Like I go away for a week and this is the only content that you can come out with. They had like 100 people. They let go more than 300 people in the state of Nevada. Working jobs. Y'all couldn't talk about that? It's just black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. That's all in alignment. All in alignment. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. That's your only content? This is embarrassing. I can't wait for the day YouTube shuts down. It ain't for you anyway. You don't care about black people. Black people don't care about black people anymore. They just don't. Then I'm hearing that Umar is aligning, which is a lie. Umar is aligning with Boyce Watkins? Boyce Watkins don't like Boyce Watkins. What the fuck? Boyce Watkins, don't she owe Michi X money? Don't Boyce Watkins owe Michi X money? My nigga, stop. People will do anything for content, my guy. People will do anything for content. Again, follow along with me. It's black women. If you're not talking about black women, if you're not talking about bitches, if you ain't talking about hoes, you talking about Umar. In that alignment, all together, they let go of 300 people in the last couple of months. They're jobless. Jobless. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. This is your fault, Vaughn. This is your fault. And I'm saying this to be kidding with you, but this is your fault. Lady Podcast, I'm sorry, White School Podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, y'all. Listen to me. Run as fast as you can, because when this shit runs out, because on the PEEF, they just kicked out some lady, some 50-some-odd-year-old lady, right, who made fun of somebody else's dead child. That's the links that it's coming to now. This is your only content? And I can't get no type of respect when it comes to shifting gears? You mean to tell me that whatever isn't in alignment, you gonna stick with? Is that what you're telling me? So whenever I shift gears, I get disrespected. But every time a nigga who sits on his little computer or whatever talks about bitches, black women don't respect black men. They don't listen to black men. They're making all the money. They're making all the money. Fuck a black bitch. Why don't I heard Darwin. I'm getting sick of this dude. Why don't you sell all your assets to me? Sell all your assets so I can get my feet up off the ground. What? So you want your wife to sell all your assets just because she makes, I don't know, ballpark figure, $250. I would say $100 and some odd dollars more than what you're making, just because you can't be an independent nigga? And I'm not saying him particularly. He's retired military. I'm talking about all these other goofballs out here. No, they're chasing Kevin Samuels. Let's keep it a buck. They're chasing Kevin Samuels. Just like Angry Man is chasing Kevin Samuels. You're chasing Kevin Samuels' shadow. So you can do that. I can give a fuck less. Because again, this is a hobby for me. You come around, we can have a good time. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. I try to avoid all this other nonsense. I try to avoid it because it's a copycat, right? YouTube can sense it. That's why YouTube, how's it go? The algorithm is spiking through the roof when it comes to all this other gender war stuff. It's spiking through the roof. and there is no gender war. You want to keep that malice going so you can get money. And when you get cash apps and you get cash apps, memberships, all that stuff. But I can't get one membership for talking about homeless people. I can't get my one motherfucking membership talking about uh people losing their jobs, people losing their lives, people just losing period, all because of this some bitch in office. All because not what I say Umar. All because Donald Trump said, "Fuck you, Canada. You're going to be responsible for the tariffs. Fuck you, Japan. You're going to be responsible for tariffs." They're looking at us as enemies, and we strike first. We're a strike first nation. It's all politic, and he's not a politician. He's a realtor, a bad businessman. How many lawsuits does this Negro have? What, 35, 34? But yet he's the richest man on earth. But all those people who keep proclaiming that we're losing America, and you voted for this person, you get what you deserve. You get everything that you deserve. You know how they say, right? You know how they say those who do not vote do not get a voice. That's backwards. Those who do uh, yell out what they want and actually go to the polls to vote for who they want, and they don't do nothing for Americans. It doesn't matter who you are. They don't do nothing for Americans. You possibly should wonder why. That's why when we meet with you, we look at you and tell either you're a real genuine guy or you're a piece of shit. You're a real genuine guy or you're a piece of shit. But hey, guess what? Kevin Samuels, may he rest in power, he knew how to do his thing, and he knew how to do his thing clean. The rest of these niggas, I don't know. I do not know. You got, like I said, Angry Man. You got Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is a bum. But yet, you got Negroes trying to climb to the top. Climb to the tippity top. And try to mimic everything Kevin Samuels has ever done. And it's let me paint a picture of what this is like. You know how you got those rats in the corner because your dumb ass can't even be consistent in picking up after yourself, and you leave that little rat or cheese or any type of crumbs in the corner. We constantly I probably tell my kids, pick up after yourself, because we don't want uninvited guests. Well, you wonder why when you lift that little crumb up, or you lift that whatever it is in the corner, and you see multiple of uninvited guests. That's what it's like right now. Whether it be roaches, rats, whatever the case may be, and they all flock in droves. This is what it's like to me. And no disrespect, you can follow whoever you want to follow. I'm just stating facts here. I'm stating the fact that this is a crabs in a barrel 0.215 for 2.0. 2.5. Never mind that we need black educators, male and female alike. We're just going to talk about Black women, because they're not submissive. If they're not submissive, they're becoming bitches. If these bitches uh have more than 5 bodies, they hoes. But you want to fuck a hoe, right? Does that kind of make sense? You call them hoes, but you want to fuck a hoe. Make that make sense. And then if none of that is working for you, once you get a little tired, the Prince of Pan African, the Prince of Pan African, the Prince of Pan. At least he's doing something. At least he's doing something. Where the school at? I just want $1 million off of somebody saying where the school. Everybody knows where the fucking school is. It's just not open to the pub. No, I said that wrong. It's just not open to you. It's just not open to you. And I don't want it to open to you. Because you wouldn't lift the damn finger then. Why do you care now? Where was all this animosity? I want to wonder, where was all this animosity years ago? Where was all this guy? You need content. You need content. That's all it is. You need content. You're running out of things to talk about. You're running out of things to talk about. You're running out of things to. It doesn't bother me because I'm on this bitch once, twice a week. You're on this damn app every single day, and it gets worse and worse and worse. I'm starting to have more respect for the lead attorney. I'm starting to have more respect for the lead attorney. I'm starting to have more. I have respect for Nate. Nate, God bless him. Former cop. There you go. We agree to disagree on a lot of things, but the one thing I can say is I respect that man. I respect him a lot. Now, back in the day, we would have been fighting. Verbally, that is. We would have been fucking fighting. It's just goofy. It's goofy at this point. It's really, really goofy. And tomorrow, this will all be addressed. Shouts out to public offender. Shouts out to public offender. Good brother. We don't come from the same cloth. We don't come from the same loin. But when it comes to situations like what's going on right now and with trying to fight for position of king instead of fighting for position of power, wealth, and influence, we are now fighting for a position of king. Correct me if I'm wrong, but does every king need a queen? I also heard, maybe it was on Fatty's channel, Team Fatty. It probably on Team Fatty's channel, I don't know. But this is what I heard, that for each and every position that there is, it's like, well, life in general. Let's talk about jobs or anything like that. Life in general, what men do, you don't need women? Is that what I heard? Okay, so you don't need women. Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. You may not need women, but do women need your punk ass? To be perfectly honest with you. And that's kind of like a bad concept to have. It's like have a bad concept to form in your head, like you don't need a woman just because they don't cook and clean for you or they don't want to have sex with. It's always an excuse. It's always an excuse. At this point, my guy, Lennon can do whatever he wants. At this point, he can do whatever the hell he wants because nobody is paying attention to this nigga. Again, you have people from that particular side of the, and it's very, very small. It's a very, very small. Pe- he'll have he'll have guests up there. He'll have guests, and as soon as those guests leave, within a week or so, he'll be back to eight, whatever, because nobody's never heard this before, even though this is old news. Again, you're putting old stuff out there, wrapping it up, cleaning it up, and making it new. You're taking old memories and cleaning them up. You're doing Tyler Perry, dude. You're just doing a Tyler Perry. You're taking the nanny, the picking it, the butler, the blah 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 blah. You're cleaning them up, wrapping it, and you're giving it to the customer. That's what Lennon is doing. And it's working for him thus far. But guess what? It's not going to matter once Umar sues your ass. It's not going to matter. Once he comes back from Africa yet again, I hope and pray he handles business because what's the date today? July 20th. He has August, September. What's going on, people? Or what's going on, Umar? You have July, you have the rest of July, and you have August. September is coming around the corner pretty mighty fast. Because I tell you like this, the internet is getting much, much worse. Internet's getting worse. Internet don't even make it. Internet, you ain't making no real money. It's like what, and I believe D. Durrell when he says this, my brother from another mother, Dempsey Spears, when he says this is a bad investment unless you are a lead attorney or some shit, and he taking 30% of. They just sending cash memberships on the fly. I've seen it happen, and I'm like, he's legitimate. Angry man, he has his little share too. Not shitting on a man's pockets. I mean, you make your money, bro. You know, I'll tell you like this. I believe it's kind of too late for the lawsuit because Leonard Honor's been coming after your family for years. Coming after your family, not mine, because if he came after my family, well, I can't say what I would do for YouTube purposes because YouTube is just stupid like that. But the faggot would have had, yeah, he would have had a visit from me. I'll just say that. But coming after the mother, the father, the nephew, I think it was the nephew that he interviewed. You're coming after Umar's family because Umar does not mention you by name. And you're in this delusion. You've been in this delusion for 10 plus years that he actually calls out your name, and quite frankly, he does not care for you. You're just hawking over the shit that he did 10 plus years ago. Don't even don't even know who you are. This is the reason why, and this is the proof of it all. The proof it is he's mentioning Gerald Palmer when he says, what did he say? The buff booty bandit or whatever he said. No, the rainbow bandit. The rainbow bandit was meant for Gerald Palmer, not for Lennon Honor, but we all know. We all know it. But then again, like I said, there is that picture of that white man. we don't forget. We don't forget. There is that picture of that white man, which is kind of sus, but it is what it is. This is all on him. This is all on him. If he sues, sue for defamation of character, sue for HIPAA violation, because obviously you're not supposed to talk about anybody's uh, mother like that, especially when she's in Umar's care. He ain't supposed to be doing all that. So this is mainly on him. I said what I needed to say, and again, I'm not going to be talking about Anissa. Anissa is a forethought at this point. I wish her the best. Godspeed. Last thing that I saw of her, someone allegedly took down her IG page. Good. 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 You need to focus on other things. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Godspeed. I wish you the best of luck. But like I said, this is all this is all they needed to this is all you need to do. Is you need to talk about bitches. You need to talk about hoes. You need to talk about how men aren't in the position of power, but women are, which quite frankly that's not the case. Um this is what YouTube is. And this is the reason why, and this is one of the reasons why I take weeks. I take weeks on end because it's just the same verbal content. Same verbal content. Same content. It's like nobody's creative anymore. Nobody wants to talk about. No, everybody's losing their freaking minds. But I get it. I totally get it. You trying to get that paper whenever you can, but guess what? It'll be a trip. It'll be a trip if it's you, right? When you lose your job and you can't be throwing these cash apps around, the memberships slowly fade, the money slowly fades. You can't support your content creators anymore. It'll be a trip. Then you'll be the one on Section 8. You'll be the one on food stamps. Wait, I forgot. You can't do SNAP unless you get a job. That's the rule now. It's in law. You can't get any SNAP benefits unless you're working a certain amount of hours. And I don't even know how many hours. It's probably 10, 20 hours. Doesn't matter. You can't have any benefits at all unless you are working. This is under the administration of Donald Trump. This is what the big, beautiful bill is all about. And it's signed into law. A bunch of cookie cutter. Yeah, of course. You're right. Of course. Yes. Because that's all you do is you copy, paste, copy, paste. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. Black women, bitches, hoes, Umar. And I'm not saying this is all his fault because he is a man, just like I'm a man. I'm a man who makes mistakes, but at least I'm a man who admits to his mistake. I am a man to admitting my mistakes. Can I say the same thing with those who make strange, goofy ass content about females? Mm-mm. They can't admit. I have not heard not one person, maybe one, no, because I heard public offenders say it. I haven't heard anybody else say it. It's goofy. It's trash. All this shit is trash, bruh. There are other things to talk about other than black women, bitches, hoes, and Omar. And what's affecting here in the it's affecting everywhere else. New York, Chicago, Florida, um, California, Texas, all these big states that Trump is just getting taxed. He's just taxing people at this point. I said I knew something was wrong. It's like you put him in offense. All he's gonna do is create vengeance upon the nation. And look where it is today. He's creating vengeance upon the nation with his old ass. I wish I could play that fuck Donald Trump song. But apparently, the missus would have a problem with that. We must be thankful for everything. We must be forgivable. Fuck. He don't need no forgiveness for what he done. He's going to kill the United States of America. He is. He is going to kill the United States of America. But it's gonna be quite interesting what those 3 or 4 seats look like in the next year or so. The Republicans are sitting in these specific type of seats right now, but when the year is up and you can do early voting, it's going to look quite interesting what those seats going to be filled. It's going to be filled with a whole bunch of Democrats. Hopefully, Jasmine Crockett is one of them because she's known for talking a big game. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We will see. But the fact of the matter is, this world is in shambles, and the only thing you can talk about is black women, bitches, hoes, and Umar. It's quite pathetic. Quite pathetic. I'll settle this all tomorrow. I will settle this all tomorrow. Cause this is crazy, friend. This is some nasty work. This is some nasty work. So you mean to tell me? Oh, quite frankly, it's been 2 weeks, but I had to put somebody in it. I had to put somebody in a place. Uh, I think it was Monday. But anyway, apparently Lennon couldn't shut his mouth long enough. So I had to make a video saying that all this, but with all this, what he's doing ain't nothing but a remake. It is nothing but a remake. She can't do anything because she volunteered. She ain't gonna sue him. Hear a bunch of niggas. She gonna sue Umar for sexual harassment. For what? That's not sexual harassment because you volunteered to suck his dick. You volunteered that, not him. You could have just said no. Just say no. You know how we used to do it back in the day when all those commercials came on and when we were kids and we were elementary school and they said, just say no to drugs. You could have said, just say no to cock. Fuck that bitch. Still waiting on those receipts he claims he has. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do not worry. Don't worry your little ass off. Because she couldn't provide receipts. First of all, I didn't know that Umar Ifatunde was from Kansas City. Ain't he from North Philly? Where did Kansas City come from? That's your red flag right there. Second of all, he's got. I'm not worried about the hoarder thing. First of all, I don't like cleaning up my room. I'm talking about my room. I don't like cleaning up room. The living room spotless. Kitchen, it needs working. But that's because I haven't been here. I just gotten home. And but the dining room, it's okay. The living room, spotless. Got candles all over everybody. Everything is smelling good. But my room, I could care less about because it's my room. It is my room. Well, what guest gonna come and look at my room and say it's just a filth? I could care less. Linen is only proven. Is it? And, oh, by the way, talk about he don't put on deodorant. I've been around Umar 3 times. That nigga don't smell nothing but shea butter. So I don't even know what linen is talking about. I met this man 3 times. He smells nothing but shea butterish. He loves that. It's a particular type of soap. I don't know if it's black soap or whatever soap that is, but mainly pause. He smells great. Pause again. But the mere fact that you're just running out of content. The only thing you're doing is packaging up shit and you're just throwing it out there for the wolves. And everybody and your mama who hates Umar is clinging on to your channel. Congratulations. You got a couple of hundred views more. Congratulations. Once that school opens, I want the same exact energy. I want the same exact energy from anybody. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be Calvin. I don't give a fuck who it is. If he opens up that school, have that same energy. Don't come up on here talking about, okay, you was right all over. Nah, bruh. I'm like Naomi. Nah. You was there when how does uh Mike Jones song go? First y'all niggas didn't want me, now I'm hot niggas all on me. First niggas that didn't want me, now I'm hot niggas all on me. I'm that guy. Don't come on my motherfucking page talking about you were right. You were right all along. Why did it take him? Nah, no, cut all that crap out. Like, where were you then? You were nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, you come out of Lennon's cookie coon chat, want to decide with me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Stay over there for all I give a fuck. Just stay over there. Stay over there. I'm fine where I'm at. I am comfortable where I'm at, bruh. I'm comfortable. Keep making your Umar content the way you make your Umar content. But I'm telling you, E5, you need to get to work. You need to get to work. Now, if you need help with something, say you need help. This is all it is. It's just if you need help with something, say you need help. If you need help with this, or this, just say you need help. The school looks great. The school looks great. I'm not worried about the outside. I'm not worried about the outside of the school. The school looks great on the inside. Everybody's bitching and moaning about the outside of the school. That's like a nigga purchasing a car and putting rims on it and painting it, but the motor is like shit. But the motor performs like shit. Uh-oh. I know they're hungry. But don't worry. I'll come with the same aggression tomorrow. 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. 9 a.m. Eastern time. You know what it is. These are fucking clowns. So remember the order where I put this in. If you're not talking about a black woman and how allegedly disloyal she is, allegedly disloyal she is. If you're not talking about that, you're talking about bitches. How much of a bitch she is when she has 5 or more bodies. But you want to fuck them, right? They hoes, but you want to fuck. You want to impregnate a hoe. Is it? She opened her legs. You stuck your in her. If you that confident, if you that lame, you that lame. That's why I call the show tomorrow. You lame niggas. Y'all some lames. Even these married dudes complain. You're complaining about what? If you are married, and let me start that over. If you are on a podcast that talks about this type of, condones this type of stuff, condones this type of behavior, like Lapeef. Let's say you're on Lapeef, right? If you're married and you're complaining, you are a failure. You are a failure at happiness. You're a failure. I'm to see all my accomplishments. Bullshit. You're a failure. You have failed. Darwin, this is for you. You have failed. T, this is for you. You have failed. Sweeney, sorry, bro. You failed at happiness. If you were so happy, then you wouldn't be talking about this shit much, let alone spread it across thousands and thousands of people just because you're victims. Victims of what? Victims of your own destruction? Victims of your own demise? You're funny. You're funny. What does a woman have to do with you shooting and killing each other? Over what? A pair of shoes? You pumping gas at the gas station. But then you want to talk about how women are cause the most deaths. We're not talking about lesbos. Here's what I say. I'll say it again. I'll say the same thing tomorrow. If you're from the LGBTQ HIV community and you are basically you're in that realm, you, you're no longer you no longer. It's the same thing with dudes. You no longer belong in the heterosexual class. It's too dangerous. You know why I say it's too dangerous? Because there's still HIV out there. There's still herpes. There's still syphilis. There's still all these types of diseases out there. There's tetracycline. This is a new one. There's all these types of diseases, and what you're doing is spreading famine. What you're doing is you're spreading all this genocide. It's, it's, it's just like Hollywood. Is when Hollywood comes out with a movie, they always have to have a gay person in the movie. No, they don't. But it's Hollywood. All right. So I don't take certain things serious. I don't take movies serious. I don't take Tyler Perry serious. I don't take none of this shit serious, bro. We all knew Tyler Perry was gay. So I don't take him serious. It was fun while it lasted. His movies were fun. They were enjoyable. But it's the same shit. And now and then I heard through my 2 week, well, a week and a half away from this garbage, because I'm streaming from my phone. I'm not streaming from my laptop. Tyler Perry is getting sued for touching a man's butt. We all knew he was gay. What made you? And then Alan Payne. It's bad when Alan Payne speaks up. G Money. It's bad when G Money speaks up. It's very bad. Very, very, very bad. And you know what? It's a trip because my old lady, she still watches Tyler Perry, those Tyler Perry shows. House of Pain. I feel sorry for those individuals, but they just come to work. They come to work. They put on good performances, and then they leave to go home. This is all the this is some nasty work. This is all the content y'all pull out. And this is the content that supposedly allegedly is going to get you somewhere. It ain't gonna get you nowhere but in the same circular motion. You're gonna be doing this all day. The wilderness is calling out for you. It's crazy. Real crazy. I'll see y'all asses tomorrow.